It's Christmas time at Disney Springs. Hey everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt, and welcome to another live broadcast from the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Today we're going to take a little stroll around the Springs and see how things look. It is the day after Black Friday. Plenty of people are strolling into the Springs, probably to continue the Christmas shopping frenzy. A beautiful day though. 66 on the way up to 74. Mark, hello to you, and Wesley Chapel. Nice to see you as always. Tanya, happy Saturday. Welcome to Disney Springs. So today I decided to not go to a park, but instead check out the Springs. Mark said the sound is great. Thank you, Mark. I have been trying to figure out the magic combination to make the sound work on this app that does a dual live broadcast on both Facebook and YouTube. And it seems like plugging in the mic after I begin is the key, which is a little awkward, but it works. John from Detroit, hello to you. Phil from cold Birmingham. Tanya, extremely cold with a snow blizzard. Oh my goodness. Happy to bring you some Florida sunshine. No blizzards in the forecast here. 66 on the way up to 74. Really a picture perfect day. You can see all the locals in long pants, and you can see all the visitors wearing shorts. Good for them. Mary from snowy St. Louis. Maria, hello to you in Bayside, New York. Nice to see you. Julia, Colorado, 23 degrees. Yikes, that sounds cold. Karen in Virginia. Someone on YouTube, I think it was Candace. Thank you for being here. So today is a day for strolling around Disney Springs. We'll see what's going on. Always fun to see what the wait time or the line looks like over at Gideon's. Probably one of my favorite things to eat on all of the planet is a Gideon's chocolate chip cookie. So good. I think it's actually a blessing that there's normally a long wait, because that deters me from getting those cookies, which I would otherwise get every time, which, that has its implications. Keith, hello to you. Melissa from Homosassa Springs, pin plug, please. Pin plug. Melissa, you've got it. Thank you for prompting the shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club. You win the award of my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Brian, good morning to you. Jeff Floor 1 from Chile, Connecticut on YouTube. Thanks for being here. So here we have the Springs of Disney Springs. Really beautiful area. Water looks great. You can see the Springs Bottling Company off to our right, the home of Morimoto Asia and Gideon's Bakehouse. You can see the Planet Hollywood restaurant in front of us, as well as Deluxe Burgers, where very high quality and rather pricey hamburgers are available. They're very good. Stalver, hello to you from Pennsylvania on YouTube. Nice to see you. John says 18 very long days to go. Hi, Ronnie. Southern Massachusetts, 38 degrees, cold and windy. Well, glad that we don't have that sort of temperature here. All right, I can see already the extended queue for Gideon's Bakehouse. Let's just see how extended it is. Terry says the gourmet donut shop is a favorite. So many good choices here. Peggy, hello to you. All right, so there you've got it. There's the line to get into Gideon's Bakehouse, extending all the way down the side of Morimoto Asia, all the way to the entrance to the street food area. Oh, Patty's Bar. I don't think I've seen this before. This looks like a recent outdoor addition. Kind of a great idea, actually. There used to be just windows going into the merchandise area. Let's see what's going on for brunch at Raglan Road. I think this is kind of washed out a little bit. Okay, there you can see me in the hat. Bread, soup, pull the boxty. Irish-style crispy boxty potato cake. Good stuff. Actually, speaking of hats, Topher reminded me that we have just a handful of bucket hats left if you have someone who needs a bucket hat on your shopping list, send an email to me at info@worldofwalt.com, and I will get you in touch with Topher, and he can share with you how to snag one of those last remaining limited edition, probably never to be produced again, bucket hats. So you too can wander Disney or your local neighborhood wearing a bucket hat. Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. Let's go take a look at the sign. Fun stuff there. Jim from Tacoma, Washington. Go Buckeyes. Let's see what the items are here at the Hangar Bar. Looks like some good stuff. You can see me. Holiday Mine Car Meatballs. Maple Bourbon Meatballs. That sounds good. Pig in a Blanket. Wreath of Wellington. Boughs of Holly Deviled Eggs. Turkey Egg Rolls. Cookies with Eggnog. Looks like fun stuff. I like all the little details here at Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. Let's see what they have here on the Christmas wreath. It says, "May your New Year dreams come true." Very cool. You can see the old-fashioned airplane engine and propeller up there. Very cool. Mick says, "Does Cinderella still give free chocolate away?" I wish. Those were the days when Ghirardelli Chocolate would hand out free samples, which would draw huge crowds in. I can only imagine what that cost them. They still get decent-sized crowds, but I don't know. I would love to know the sales figures pre-free chocolate and post-free chocolate, as well as the cost of that free chocolate. I do miss it, though. Stalver said the Holiday Bar food is also amazing. Looks like great stuff there. Reasonable rates, exotic locations, charters available, domestic and international. Jock Lindsay's, a seasoned pilot. David from Paducah, Kentucky. Disney Springs has changed so much in the past 20 years. For the good, you might say. I agree with you. There have been tremendous changes, especially, I guess it was maybe, 7 or 8 years ago. I can't even remember now how long the major change took effect. But yeah, there have definitely been a lot of changes over the years as this area has just grown and expanded from the Disney shopping village way back in the day. Now to Disney Springs with so many different food choices. Ganachery over here to the left. Primo chocolates, good stuff. Hi Tim Peterson, nice to see you. I missed your comment. George on YouTube has 20 days to go. Heather, do I remember when it was called the Disney Village? I do remember that. That was way back in the day. So the original intent was Walt Disney World property was going to be developed as a community with people who would live here, and they needed a place to be able to shop, and the Disney Village was going to be that place. Of course, those plans evolved and changed, didn't turn out exactly as expected, but maybe for the better. And we ended up with all these great theme parks, and there is this shopping and dining and entertainment facility that many locals do use, including me. And in the end, we did get celebrations, so Disney did end up making their own city, and more of those to come, including Catino out west. So those good ideas at the Disney company never die. They just sometimes go to sleep for a while and then wake up and come back in a different form later. Keith has 33 degrees. Susan, nice to see you. Iona, thanks for sharing the video. Appreciate that. George on YouTube. I am at Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Typically I would do a broadcast from one of the parks, but decided to mix it up a little bit. Some folks have been asking to take a peek at Disney Springs, so here we are. You can see the characters in flight balloon. Looks like it has not yet started operating, or maybe it's too windy today. We'll see if there's a sign up. Robert says, is the bridge crossover to Pleasure Island? Pleasure Island has gone to Yesterland. No more Pleasure Island here at Disney Springs. But the areas that represented Pleasure Island have been remade into the shops and the restaurants we can all enjoy now. Brenda, good morning to you. Peggy says, great Italian restaurant. Should check it out. Mitchell, thanks for putting the link to the to the World of Walt store, where you can get links over to the Pin of the Month Club, as well as the Magical Countdown calendar. And as I mentioned before, if you're in the shopping mode for a bucket hat, send an email to me at info@worldofwalt.com and I'll get you hooked up with Heather, or with Topher. I don't know why I said Heather. Okay, so the balloon is closed due to weather. It does seem a little windy here, so I kind of get it. Donna from Richmond, Virginia on YouTube, thanks for being here. So the recently remodeled Starbucks here to the right actually did a very nice job on the Starbucks. The inside looks great. It's a nice big place to just sort of hang out a little bit. Cindy just left Orlando. Deborah, this is wonderful, way nicer than in 2014. It has definitely evolved over the years, that is for sure. Have the Star Wars Galactic Outpost here on the left. I think it's kind of fun that the shops do change it up every once in a while. But there are still some good favorites, like the Candy Cauldron up here on the left. I think that the Pele soccer or football shop was in this section. Oh no, it's still up above here. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Pardon me. Kathy says, not busy. Every time she goes, it's wall-to-wall people. I believe the stores just opened at 10, so a few minutes ago. And there were plenty of people streaming in, so. Jackie's a Starbucks fan. Let's take a just quick peek in here. I can already smell the sugar. And see the Wicked Witch. Donna, Kathy, Alan, thank you, appreciate that. John asked if the marshmallow kiosk is still by Corksicle. Oh, good question, I don't know, I'll have to see. You can see lots of packaged goodies here. It's like dark chocolate peppermint patties. Donald dark salt chocolate squares. For those of you who like gummies, plenty of choices here. Lots of freshly made treats, as well as some ices. Very fun. Also kind of cool that you can check out the kitchen here in operation. It's like making some cake pops or something similar. George is asking for a shameless plug of the Pin of the Month Club. George, you got it. Thank you for prompting and winning my undying appreciation. You or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, just check out pinofthemonthclub.com. All right. There's a stream of people coming in. Thank you. All right, Susan thinks the candy looks good. Me too. And Sunglass Hut. And Pele Soccer is still here. Sorry, Pele. I kind of forgot where you were. The cigar shop is gone, though. Now there is a candle shop. So you still get a whiff of something going by here. And Salt and Straw ice cream, which is very, very good ice cream. Several dangerously good ice cream places here. Okay, here on the right is the Summer House on the Lake. Excellent restaurant, perpetually booked up. If you can't get in, you can still go to the cookie bar. Speaking of which, there's the cookie bar. Now open at 9 a.m. because you need cookies at 9 a.m. Cookies and treats made fresh all day, cocktails and drinks on the go, specialty tea and coffee. Good stuff. All right, starters, things like truffle fries, signature guacamole. You got pizzas about 20 bucks, salads anywhere from 19 to 21, pasta, tacos, Southern comfort and off the hook, including things like crab cakes and salmon. Good stuff. Jackie on YouTube says sunshine is warming her up today. Cold and snow in Indiana. Happy to share with you a little bit of sunshine and Disney fun. We need some cold here. We've got the salt and straw ice cream. Take a look at what flavors are available here. Classic flavors: sea salt, double fold vanilla, chocolate gooey brownie. I see honey lavender for those of you who are adventurous. There's an olive oil flavor, hazelnut cookies and cream. Good stuff. All right, but we need to check out what are the special holiday offerings here. Peppermint cocoa with crushed candy canes, chewy molasses cookies with rum caramel, almond brittle with salted ganache, pineapple upside down cake, and the great cookie swap. These sound good. Love to know which one you would like. John says salt and straw is awesome. Michael says summer house is so good. I agree with both of you. Iona says great food and fun in Splitsville. I agree. I went there for lunch once with a friend and had sushi, and I thought, who would order sushi at a bowling alley? But it was really super good. Karen says, so great to be on a live stream again. Thank you for being here. Susan says the big donut shop is good. Well, let's take a little walk down here by the donuts. Time to make the donuts. All right.
Turn around. Guys, turn around.
All right, AMC is definitely promoting Zootopia 2, now in theaters. Keith, we're going to see Zootopia 2 tonight. Can't wait to see it myself. I bet it's going to be very good. Only in theaters, November 26th. All right, so straight ahead we have Everglazed Donuts. You can take a peek inside. Denise says, send some sunny, warm weather, please. You got it. I'll fax some over immediately. Donuts look good. Another thing you can do is peek in at the bowling alley here. At least you'll be able to used to. Now it looks like there is a frozen daiquiri spot here. Let's see if you can still look in at the lanes. Well, I don't know. There used to be bowling lanes here in Splitsville. Now I only see chairs and frozen drinks. Been a little while since I've wandered down this way. Magic Pool Pixie Dust Sandy, good morning to you on YouTube. Jake, hello to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma on YouTube. Thanks for being here. Let's take a peek at the daiquiri drinks here because there aren't bowling lanes here, at least. Maybe they've shifted or my memory is wrong, but I think it's different. All right, frozen daiquiris, 16 bucks or 23 bucks, a rum runner, a Florida original, bamboo bar, pina colada, resort classics, including a Blue Lagoon and a tiki punch. Good stuff. Tanya is asking for your favorite donut. There's actually a line of people out the door going for the donuts. Robert asked if I go up bowling. I don't think I've ever gone bowling here. Michael says, has anyone been to the drawing Run to Life Cirque show? If so, how was it? I have had a couple of chances to see it. Sorry for all the wind noise here. It's very windy. And it was incredible. It was incredible. The sheer talent and athleticism and just coordination of the people who are in the show is amazing. It is not quite as abstract as some of the other Cirque shows that I have seen. It's a little bit more of a story. Maybe that's the Disney storytelling influence. But maybe more of a laid out story, I should say. But I would recommend it. I believe this show is down maybe Monday and Tuesdays, so that all of the performers and the crew have a time off as well, and the people who are in the orchestra. So, yeah, I would highly recommend Drawn to Life if you have not yet seen it. It is a really, really good show. Okay, M&M's over to our left. I wish they would give away free samples, but they kind of know that I live nearby. That would not be a good financial move for them. All right, on our left, the former home of the NBA Experience, soon going to be level 99. Kind of like a restaurant, escape room, maybe arcade-ish sort of place. Actually looking forward to seeing it. I believe that they've already started to hire some of the crew, so they are probably getting close. And I think that CityWorks is probably going to be happy when they open, because it's going to bring a lot more people to their doorstep. Iona says the M&M store is a lot of fun. Sandy is a fan of the Christmas tree stroll. Me as well. It's a great thing to see during the day and at night. I see a Lion King themed tree up here. We're going to have to stop and check it out. Sandy said, would love a cookie from Gideon's. Me too. Fortunately, there was a long line, even basically at opening. Yeah, check out this Lion King tree. Debbie, hello to you. So Frozen, New York. Janet, I had a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you did as well. See baby Simba being held up at the top. That's a great tree topper right there. All right, so speaking of the Cirque du Soleil show, it is straight ahead. It is the Cirque du Soleil and Disney Drawn to Life. So if you've not had a chance to see it, I would recommend it for sure. So it's an amazingly good show. Tracy, hello to you in Minnesota. Melissa says, gives her the Broadway Lion King vibe. Sure does, I agree with you. Hey Ron, nice to see you. All right, we've made it all the way to the end of the west side here at Disney Springs. And we will start to make our way back towards the landing. Let's see what the CityWorks has available. It's like many different beers, including a strawberry lime cider, grab-and-go food, things like nachos, chicken bacon wrap, strawberry cheesecake cup. Good stuff. Karen said, filled her house with Disney stuff, but it's not the same as being here. I know what you mean. It's great to have some Disney fun at home. And in fact, the way you can do that is through the Pin of the Month Club. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. You knew I had to sneak a shameless plug in there. Karen just wants some hot chocolate. Tanya says the strawberry cheesecake sounds good. You can see the teaser signs here for level 99. I think level 99 is going to be a winner. I think it's a much better fit for Disney Springs than the NBA Experience was. much reminiscent of the former Disney Quest that was here. All right, let's take a quick peek in here at the M&Ms. Peggy, so before Level 99 was the NBA experience, and before the NBA experience was Disney Quest. I think somewhere in there, well, in this area, maybe it wasn't in that spot, was the Virgin Megastore, if you remember such things like records from way, way back in the day. Oh. M&M filled giftable boxes, 2 for $35. That's not a lot of M&Ms for whatever it is, $18, but the containers are great. All right, this is what I would like to drink. Buy one, get one. It smells like calories in here, in the best way possible. Looks like my phone is having a little bit of the jitters. Let's see if I can scoot it a bit. Help. Okay, I think that's better. Melissa says, would have liked to try Disney Quest. It was a lot of fun. I was there several times. Two of the things I remember, one was they did have a drawing class, much like the Art of Animation, where you could learn how to draw a character. And at the time, I don't remember a lot of other places where you could do that. I thought that was a very unique experience. And just like the modern offerings on the cruise ship or over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the artist or the presenter did an amazing job of taking you through step by step. So in the end, even someone without any drawing talent like me could make something that was not horrible. I also remember there was a great pirates attraction where, if I remember right, you went on something that looked like a raft and you were shooting out on the ships around you. There were just all kinds of fun things. Pam's asking about the temperatures today. Right now it is 69 on the way up to 73. So it is a beautiful day. In the shade for Floridians, it's a little chilly, but you get out in the sun, it's nice. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be coming over the next several days to see Zootopia 2, Better Together. Haven't heard anything yet about box office take, maybe still a day or so early for that. Linda, hello to you in cold but sunny Massachusetts. Jackie is thinking about the old Disney Institute, which I believe was across the waterway. Sort of a idea where you could do a Chautauqua-like experience for both a vacation and education. And while the Disney Institute lives on in a very limited way for primarily corporate events, corporate training, there are still tastes of it that have worked its way into other parts of Disney. Keith says the Disney Institute still exists. It does. Just much different, much more limited. All right, instead of walking back the same way, we'll take the long way around, as we are wont to do. So we'll hang a right up here, head along the side of the AMC Theater, and see if we can skirt past Blaze Pizza. Tanya says it's going to be 29 degrees and having a snow blizzard until Monday. I hope that you stay safe and warm. Might be a good opportunity to replay some Florida videos and warm up. Alan, 32 degrees with snow in Buffalo, New York. Jackie stayed there years ago. John says brunch at Homecoming is in the running too. They have great stuff there. Heather, 24 in snowy Wisconsin. Lots of people with chilly weather and snow. Janice heading here Monday. First stop, Disney Springs. Great idea. Hope you have a wonderful visit. Let's see if we can have some relatively warmer weather for you. Karen says, the Pin of the Month Club keeps you going. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for your membership in the club. I appreciate your comments. Peggy says, anything under the 80s in the Keys is a cold spell. I think that is very true. You can see the Coca-Cola location straight ahead beyond the fountain. But we're going to skip over here to the left so I can walk by Blaze Pizza, just so I can pay my respects. James, happy Saturday to you on YouTube. Thanks for being here. John from Rhode Island, nice to see you. Thanks for joining me here at Disney Springs. Peggy says, Key Westers are unique. They live in a very amazing place. Denise says, the sky is gorgeous. I agree with you on that. That is something that I hope to never take for granted here, living in Florida. It's just, we don't really have a lot of gray days. Yeah, we get a soaker with lots of rain occasionally, but it is nice to be able to see the sun and the blue skies. And these interesting reindeer robot people. Excuse me. Still getting over a little bit of a sore throat. Doesn't sound like I gargled with pebbles anymore, but still get the occasional cough there. Karen, thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. STK Steakhouse straight ahead. Karen says, thanks for all I do. Karen, you are welcome. Appreciate the kind comment.
No, and I think their alcohol selection is fine.
Chris, good morning to you. Iona says the cough hangs on for a while, even if the cold goes away. Yes, I agree. Fortunately, I'm feeling pretty good. Just still have a little bit of a tickle in the throat. It's nice to see the spring in Disney Springs. Even though it is all Disney created, it's still a beautiful landscaping element. Janice asked if the Lime garage is closed. So I do think that parts of it are open now. Actually, I remember seeing some things about that recently, but I don't recall. Maybe someone here on the broadcast knows. Blaze Pizza, not yet open, but good stuff. Keith says, we'll have to try Blaze Pizza. Just found it here. It is good. I don't know, so many things are just have the rub-off effect of being slightly better because they are on Disney property. But I will tell you the Blaze Pizza is amazing here. Really love it. It's always packed, but good stuff. I call it the Chipotle pizza because you get to pick what you want, and then it is cooked quickly and comes out great with just the ingredients that you like. Okay, so we have a display here for the Disney Destiny, the newest Disney Cruise Line ship that just started setting sail over the past week or two. Sort of an artistic rendition of it. Looks kind of cool. Including some lights that flash on the back of the ship. John says a casual stroll is well needed today. Happy to bring that to you. Alan says sorry for the cough. Voice is better than last week. Thank you for that. Definitely feels better than last week. And usually it feels fine. Just occasionally, if I'm talking a lot, which is what I'm doing now, just gets a little bit or back to the sore side, but overall still good. Donna says, have a Blaze in south suburbs of Chicago and love it. Cindy, also a fan of Blaze Pizza. Yeah, good stuff. I think this is a chain as well. I don't know how widespread it is, but we also have a similar pizza concept called Pizza Press, which is very close to where I live. And it's very easy for me to go in there. And it's the same concept where you walk down the line and they assemble the pizza with the things you select. And they cook it really quick. And it's ready. It's good stuff. All right, Coach store straight ahead. Those of you who may need some expensive carrying conveyances. I don't know what the right word is. Purse, I guess, is the word. All right, here's the town center Christmas tree. Looking good. And it says so many little walkways you could get lost. Yeah, it is interesting. There are plenty of ways to turn and twist around here. Tree's looking great. Paul on YouTube says Disney cruising is great. Getting a large fleet of ships now. I agree with you, and I'm happy about that. I think they're on their way up to 13. Maybe they're at 7 or 8 now. So yeah, I'm happy that the cruise line options continue to expand. I am secretly hoping, but without merit, that maybe the supply and demand thing will mean that lots of extra supply, maybe not as much of an unending demand, might mean the prices go down, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Disney commands a premium because they offer a premium experience. So I am looking forward very much to my next Disney cruise, which is going to be in September on the Disney Treasure. Did want to get a 7-day cruise in, and the Destiny I think is 4 and 5 only right now. But it'll be interesting to see what the new style ship is like. Looking forward to trying it out. I'll be sure to share some information with you during the journey itself. Lisa, hello to you in Pennsylvania. Barbara watching from Canada. Love Disney Springs and seeing all the palm trees. Happy to share with you some Florida weather. It is a pretty day here. Christina, good morning to you in Nebraska. Peggy said, did a princess cruise to Alaska and would recommend it. I did a Alaska cruise many years ago, and it was amazing. Such natural beauty in those areas. Ronnie asked if I had to take motion sickness. I did not, although you see plenty of people on the ship who've got the little patch sort of behind their ear to help with motion sickness. But for me and the people that I've gone with, never had a problem, thankfully. But it is something to think about. Also say nearly all of the voyages I've been on, probably 6 or 8 of them at this point, never really had terrible weather. I have occasionally noticed some gentle rocking back and forth, but it's never been so horrific. It has occasionally been a challenge to walk down the steps of the Walt Disney Theater if the ship is really getting rocked around, but even that has not been bad, and I sort of felt for the performers who are dancing and running and singing on the stage, and they got to do all that while still trying to balance against the rocking motion of the ship. Christy says, snowing in Iowa. Florida weather looks great. Right now it is beautiful here.
Maybe I wasn't
Happy
there.
to share with you some Florida warmth.
Maybe you're confusing me with somebody else.
Karen says, Disney Cruise is the only cruise not gotten sick on. That's good to hear.
Right?
Bruce, good morning to you. Sorry for being late, Bruce. I appreciate you being here. Always nice to see you. Another great food spot over here to our left is the Poutine, which if you like French fries, if you love Canada, you need to go there. It's good stuff. Another one of the Christmas trees here. And straight ahead, the World of Disney store, which I anticipate is going to be a busy place. Well, let's peek in and see. Alan says, I love cruises, a new place at your stay, or a new place to visit each day. That is a fun part. Lisa said, excited for a trip before Easter. All right. You can see that the World of Disney store is all decked out for Christmas time. There's lots of lighted garland. Very pretty. Iona says, favorite store? World of Disney. Alice, see you in 92 days. Adorable and huggable. Very fun to see. Barbara says, loves the store. Debbie says the Disney store looks generic from the outside now. Disney has definitely changed the styling and is doing it mostly throughout the property, resorts, stores, other things. With the current trend for, I would say, cleaner looks, maybe a little more sterile, for lack of a better word. But Disney is not immune to trends and people's tastes. I still do think, though, that Disney does a great job of adding in theming. So it's not just a blank box. And you can see especially it does give them opportunities to still do things like decorating for Christmas time. Donna says, is the store better than the one at Epcot? I think that the World of Disney store here and the primary merchandise location at Epcot have that similar streamlined feel. I think the one at Epcot has an advantage in that it has these huge floor-to-ceiling windows that look to the outside, so you can see, what's going on outside. That's something I really like about that store. Susan says, lots of great t-shirts here. I think you're right. See, straight ahead we've got some more of the Christmas specific merchandise, so let's go back and take a peek. Andrea says it's huge, looks like a paradise for a Disney lover. I think that's a great way to describe it. This store is incredibly big with all kinds of merchandise. I'm always impressed by just the size of the facility, but then thinking about they need to stock all the shelves in this facility and all these just various unique Disney themed items. Something for everyone, really. Like Mickey and Minnie are ready to go for Christmas time. Pat, good morning to you. Paul says sensory overload. There's definitely something to see in every direction. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From the most magical place on earth. Very fun. Complete with Chip and Dale projections on the screens. Or on the walls, rather. Jackie said, could go broke in this store. That is a risk. That is a real risk. Lots of great stuff. All right, let's continue on. So another factor that has been added to this most recent rendition of the World Disney Store is that they've consolidated the registers down. Now there are just, I believe, 2 register checkout areas where there used to be a lot more sprinkled throughout the store. So, which is probably good, because that way there's a less of a chance you're going to get stuck in the wrong line that's just not moving. Alan says you can spot the Northerners. They're the ones wearing the shorts. Very true. John says, as the 5-foot tall nutcrackers from Home Depot. Mickey and Minnie, I believe. That's fun. All right, wait for checking out. Not too bad. Robert says, but do they deliver pins? I think the answer to that is no. The only way I know, the only way I want to know that you can do that is by going to the Pin of the Month Club. So Robert, thanks for prompting, maybe unintentionally, the shameless plug and winning my undying appreciation. Because if you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, you can always check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Okay, and over to our right is the Ghirardelli shop with no free chocolate, unfortunately. But it is a beautiful day here. Wow, so nice. And the Ghirardelli soda fountain, looking good. Peggy says, blood is thick from living up north for 63 years. Wear shorts regardless of the temperature. I understand. I think there is definite truth to the fact that when you live in the South, your blood thins out, you get a little more used to the heat. Not that 98 degrees on a sunny August day feels amazing here. It's hot, but I think you just get more used to it. Thomas on YouTube says it's really Christmas when you see it from Disney World. It does definitely feel like Christmas time here. Heather says, getting in some steps today. Me as well. Appreciate you doing that. Right now I'm up to 3,900 steps, although that was some from this morning too. I have a goal to try to get 10,000 in a day. We'll see how long that lasts, but sometimes I can do it, sometimes not so much. But having that goal occasionally just causes me to get up in the middle of the late evening and say, even though it's dark and even though I'd rather just sit here, let's go and get some steps in to see if we can meet the goal. Phil says, hot fudge sundae. Yes, good stuff. It's been a little while since I had a Ghirardelli sundae, but oh, they're so good. And the hot fudge is amazing. I'm definitely a hot fudge fan. Put that together with the mint chocolate chip ice cream, and you have an extreme winner in my book. Jane says, on her way right now. I hope you have a great visit. Safe travels. You can see straight ahead beyond the splash area are one of the very substantial walkovers where you can cross over a couple of the roads that border Disney Springs. So if I remember correctly, tucked over here to the right used to be one of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique kind of places. And it looks like now there are just a couple of empty spots. You don't see a lot of empty spots around Disney Springs. Occasionally you can peek and find a few. Bluey Plays on YouTube, hello to you. Janet says, how about a look at the Christmas store? You know what, I think we can do that. We still have a few minutes left and we are very close by. Another one of the trees here. It's amazing that each one of these trees has just a beautiful theme to it. I like the reindeer on that wreath made out of peanuts. That's kind of cool. And right behind it is the Earl of Sandwich. If you've never had a holiday turkey sandwich, you owe it to yourself. Just be prepared that it's got about 12,000 carbs in it, but it's worth every one. It is stuffing and turkey with cranberries on a bun. As I always say, it is Thanksgiving on a bun. Highly recommend it. Oh, looks like Everglazed Donuts has a little outpost here or something. Oh, very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Kind of a smart pop-up idea. Holiday donuts made fresh daily. There is a saying to live by. Donuts make me happy. Meet me at Everglazed. Very cool. Yeah, they've got some boxes of donuts you can pick up here without waiting in a big line. Very cool. And a place to check in to meet Santa with a virtual check-in. Say hello to the star of the show. Janet says this is the older section of Disney Springs. It is. You can see it in the architecture if you look carefully. It definitely has that 60s, 70s kind of look to it. But still, as Disney does, they maintain things in a really, really quality way. Tanya's voting for the maple bacon donut. That sounds like a good idea. So eat the modern Indian place off here to the right, former Wolfgang Puck location. I've heard great things about it. And a great place to wrap up the video for today is to head here to the Christmas store. It smells like pine in here. Very fun. Some of these decorations are really beautiful. There's lots of different colors. See one of these. See what one of these guys costs. $24.99. And yes, it does seem fragile-ish. Corrine says, brought the Tinkerbell tree topper here. Richard, you are welcome. Appreciate your being along. Linda says, finally a section of Disney Springs that she recognizes. Yeah, this has been like a staple, I believe. I think the theming is a lot of fun where you can see the bottom of the trees towering over your head, which is kind of cool. Deborah, good morning from a chilly Staten Island, 32 degrees. Carolyn says, a favorite store. Definitely have amazing things here. Janet says her ornament a year treat. If you like Disney and you like adding to your Christmas ornament collection, this is a great place to do it.
That's cute, the 2025.
Karen says, thank you. This is for Christmas. Happy to bring some Christmas fun your way and some Disney fun your way. Appreciate your being here. Very fun. Looks like a spinning ornament. Cool. Ooh, Ronnie's asking what's for lunch today. Good question, Ronnie. I've not made that call yet. Fortunately, there are a bajillion options right outside my door here. Jamie says, loves the Christmas store, always buys some new ornaments. Let's take a peek over here at some of what they've got. Linda says, thanks for the stroll. Linda, you're very welcome. I appreciate your being here. This looks like a living magic sketchbook collection. This is an interesting character. I'm not sure who this is. I do know who this character is, though. It's Groot. Looks like he's kind of dancing. It's a good thing to do. Also have some Star Wars themed items here. If you're a Vader fan. Great Stormtrooper here too. Deborah says, favorite place to get Christmas gifts. Carol says, always pick up a Christmas gift here. There goes Luis, who said, I am Groot. Wouldn't it be great if you could be a movie star and only have to remember 3 lines, or 3 words? That's your entire script. Oh, wow, these Christmas stockings are nice. Sue's going to be pulling out her Christmas ornaments today. Disney ornaments, very fun. There's our first Christmas. Joy, very fun. Alright, looks like the splash pad is off today. Looks like it may have been on recently. Maybe it's just taking a break. Tanya said the stocking is cute.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Isn't this what we get?
I'll go over here and say to the elephants before we walk away. Not just the words I am Groot, but the emotions only a talent could carry. There you go, Bruce. You are right. It's not just the words. It's making those 3 words mean so many different things. Jackie asked if they ship. I think they might if you are here. I think you might be able to have things shipped home. Might check that out. That's changed over time, I believe. Carol, appreciate your being here. Karen, thanks for joining. Sandy, it's very nice to spend some time with you. Appreciate your joining me here today. Thanks to all of you. We will take a quick look at the animal family here from the Rainforest Cafe before we wrap up for today. Ronnie says, thank you, you are welcome. Greg, God bless you as well. Appreciate your being here and joining me for the stroll. It was a lot of fun. Iona, thanks for being here. Always nice to see you and everyone else. All right, with that, I think it's going to wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here from Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. It was fun to take a walk down to the west side all the way to the Drawn to Life Cirque du Soleil show, back past the M&M show, shop, so many others. Wrapping things up here at the Disney Days of Christmas. A lot of fun to see. So thank you, as always, for your likes and your comments and your shares. They are a great encouragement to me. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend, remainder of the Thanksgiving time. And as we switch into Christmas, may I be one of the first to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy New Year. And until next time, God bless.